Hi, how are you? It's Rainbow here from Walk and Talk with Rainbow. Today I'm going to do an explainer video on how I actually work and the different modalities that I do. So I'm going to use the assistance of a tree that I have here with me to explain a few things to you. Alright, so here we have a tree. You know, a nice, normal, everyday tree. Okay, now if we look at the tree and we look at the leaves, and if we think of the leaves as our thoughts, and if we look at the branches and we think of them of our behaviours, then we have a look down, even though you can't see them. The root system of the tree is the experiences you've had in life, also the traumas that you've had in life. And then we have the soil, which is the environment which we grew up in, environment that we're currently in. So when the leaves and the branches, so our thoughts and our behaviours start to die and we start to get negative behaviours, negative thought patterns, things just are not quite right. What can we do about this? Okay, so just turn it back around. Okay, so the first modality that I work with is walk and talk therapy. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. You walk, you talk. When you walk and talk, you are looking on the horizon, so you're actually activating a different part of your brain, so it can make the therapy process a lot easier and a lot gentler. Moving your body can actually make emotions process a lot easier. The other thing I do is pet therapy. So if you give me 2 seconds, I'll just turn this around. See if we can see Spawn. Okay. There she is. There she is. She likes to run, but she also likes to sit down and have a pat as well. And she loves meeting new people. Okay. So that's the walk and talk, and that's pet therapy. Now, and that concentrates on your thoughts and your behaviours. So through getting things out, through recognising the emotions that, you know, a particular event or, you know, life experiences have given you. You know, and you can identify the behaviours and the negative patterns you've got, and you can change them. It totally has its place, and, you know, it can be quite a enriching process. The other 2 modalities that I do is one called root cause therapy and embodied processing. So with the root cause therapy, okay, we start looking at the roots, okay, and through a kinesiology technique called muscle testing, we can learn what our limiting beliefs are. So I'll give you an example. So this is how it works. If we turn around to from wherever you're standing, and we face north, and we just relax, we just put our arms beside our body, and I'll just get you, if you're going to do this now, because it's a good little test, what I'll get you to do is just close your eyes, and what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that there's like a tree root coming out of the base of your spine, down into the earth, right down to the center of the earth and wrapping around the center of the earth. Okay, now I want you to say something that you know to be true for yourself. It might be your name. It might be, where you live. And what will happen is when the answer is yes, your muscles tense up and you sway forward. Now I want you to say something that you to know to not be true. So that could be something like, I'm an elephant. Okay? So, your muscles will relax and you'll sway backwards. So this is actually talking to our unconscious mind. So that's how we determine, what our limiting beliefs are. Then the root cause therapy, what I do is I take you through a guided meditation where you visualize, you imagine, however you do it, just beautiful. Okay, and we explore your timeline. So we explore the past, not in detail. It's just the line. We explore the line to your past. We explore the line to the future. We see what color it is, if anything stands out. And everyone's different, and however it is for you is just perfect. Then what I'll do is I'll ask your unconscious mind and higher self to take us back to the root cause of a particular limiting belief. So I'll give you an example here. You have a limiting belief of, I fear being alone. We explore your timeline, ask your unconscious to take us back to the root cause of that limiting belief, and you go back to a 3-year-old. And what's happening when you're a 3-year-old? You get lost in the shopping centre with your mum. And as you can imagine, a 3-year-old getting lost in the shopping centre, people all around, don't know where they are. How scared would you be? Terror would come over you. So that actually imprints in your nervous system. Okay? You eventually find your mum. When I say eventually, it's like a couple of minutes, but it seems like a lifetime to a 3-year-old. You find your mum, and because your mum is that scared as well, she has a dysregulated nervous system as well. So she is unable to bring you back down to a calm state. Eventually it comes back down. However, next time you're away from your mum and you can't find your mum, that terror and that fear just flood your nervous system again. And you go back into, and you are so scared, and you go back into fight, flight, freeze. And so that keeps happening for the rest of your life. And you're not conscious of it. You don't know that's happening. However, you start to have behaviours that are adaptive to, I don't ever want to be alone. So it'll be, picking the wrong partners just so you're not alone. Taking drugs and alcohol because that saves you from feeling the feelings of being alone. So anyway, when we get back to this event, we clear those emotions. We turn them up, we process them in a safe way, and we release them. We let go of them. Okay, our nervous system comes back down, and then what can happen is we can learn anything we need to learn from that event. So what we would learn from that event would be, it was a couple of minutes. Okay, Mum didn't know how to regulate either. It was nobody's fault. and then you'll get, you know, everybody's different, so you'll get different learnings. Then as I bring you back along your timeline, back to now, it'll clear every event that has that limiting belief. And it'll just flash up in front of your eyes, so you don't need to actually go into each event separately, because that would, quite frankly, be a bit traumatizing again. And then that is that limiting belief gone. So that is root cause therapy. Now, the other thing I do is embodied processing. So embodied processing is the same, gets the same results because we're still looking for the limiting belief, and we're still looking for the unprocessed emotions. How we actually get to that is a bit different. And we actually get to that by looking where that trauma is stored in your body, and, you know, looking at the patterns that that particular trauma has turned into. And with a few different embodied processing techniques, we can merge that. We can release it. We can transform it. And that is a much gentler way than actually sitting there and replaying the trauma over and over again, as it is in with talk therapy. Now, because embodied processing and root cause therapy goes so well hand in hand, I actually just put them both together in the one session. And, you know, that can look different for different people. It can start out as root cause therapy and end up in embodied processing. It can start out as root cause therapy. I put in the embodied processing to clear the emotions, and then I finish it as root cause therapy. And what the thing is I basically follow your lead. So I follow where your unconscious mind and higher self wants to take me. And, you know, a lot of people go, oh, what if I'm not ready to deal with a particular limiting belief? The fact is, if you're not ready to deal with it, your unconscious mind will not take us there. It will just say, no, not on. Yeah, so don't even worry about that. Now the walk and talk, the pet therapy go for an hour. The root cause therapy and the embodied process can take 1.5 to 2 hours. So, they're a bit longer sessions, and usually every second week. So, I don't know whether you've taken all that in. Do you want to have another picture of the tree? Yeah, if you've taken all that in, if you're ready to get some nice, healthy, strong branches and leaves, and be the beautiful tree that you were meant to be. And you got more questions? Email me, ring me, whatever. Yeah. You want to book an appointment? Go for it. I'd love to facilitate helping you through this journey. And that's what it is. It's a journey. It's a journey. I love seeing people just, starting to get back in touch with who they are. Well, that is all from me now. I hope you got as much information as I was planning on giving you. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a beautiful day. And remember, after every storm, there's a rainbow. Bye.